Hi again. So I'm back on today because my initial attempt at doing a live stream this morning was blocked by YouTube. Actually, it was blocked by the content protectors of some music that I played, that I streamed while I was talking to you. Stop. Watch out. Sorry. It's a bummer because the music was it was really part of the whole point of why I was streaming. The stream was about feeling good and how important it is to feel good and how music can really help to uplift your spirits. And I chose a track called Slide by Calvin Harris, which you can certainly go listen to right here on YouTube or anywhere you want. And the music, I was listening to it, made me feel so good this morning. I was like, let me put this on and this will illustrate what I'm talking about. This will, serve as an exact example of how music can lift your spirits. But when I went to check the upload, sorry, excuse me, stop, I have a cat, look, it's a cat down there. And she's biting my toes, so forgive me. But so when I went to check the upload, I saw this big red, circle with a red line through it saying I was blocked, and I was like, what has happened? They said it's because of the music, and I was like, oh, okay. Fair use. It's a doctrine in the law called fair use, which allows you to use copyrighted material for a number of different purposes. One of them happens to be educational, and I was like, that's exactly the point of why I was using it, was to demonstrate and to educate people on how the use of music can make you feel really good and why that's so important. The whole video is about that. So if you missed the live stream, which you probably had, most of you will have because I did it early in my time, which is ahead of most other time zones that where people are paying attention and watching me. And so like I said, I did dispute it. And we'll see what happens. I told him, I was like, this is going to help him sell more music. But anyway, I just want to come back on briefly and say the point of my video was one, that music can absolutely lift your spirit, your vibration. And that's really, really important to do even if you already feel good, but even if you're going through something in life where you're having a hard time, it's so important that you feel good. Sorry, this door's moving. It's so important that you feel good because that is going to help shift you into something better, something that you want. And so that's, hello Tyrone, good afternoon. You're such a dedicated viewer. I really appreciate that. I want you to know. So how you feel makes a big difference. And one of the things I do when I'm feeling good, even when I'm not feeling good, is I put on music. And I play some now, but the content police might be after me again, so I won't. But absolutely, putting on music, as you already know, probably can shift your mood. And I would not reserve good feeling music for just when you're feeling good. Put something on when you're not even feeling that great, and see how it can change how you feel. I woke up this morning feeling really, really good, and one of the things I was talking about was that I have been doing a lot of journaling lately, where I'm writing down things that I feel good about, things that make me happy, things that I'm thankful for. And you're so sweet, Tyrone. I don't know if the rest of you guys, if you look at the replay, you'll be able to see these comments that various people are leaving. And Tyrone is like a faithful viewer, and he always says such nice things. It just makes me feel really good, and I'm glad that what I'm saying is helping somebody. I really am. That is the whole purpose. I mean, I get something out of this for sure, but it really gives me a lot of pleasure and a lot of, it fulfills my purpose in a way when I feel that other people are benefiting as well. So I do a lot of writing, and so last night I had a conversation with a friend who shared that he was going through some things and, kind of wishing that his life were a little bit different. And I recommended that I didn't really talk about the journaling, but I did share about the subconscious and how important it is to constantly program ourselves with positive messages. And whether you write, I recommend writing because it really does help to sort of solidify the process. But for example, I do writing about, I wake up in the morning, typically in the morning, but I did it last night because I just felt like it, what I feel grateful for. And sometimes it's just 10 things. Last night it was pages and pages of stuff because I was just in this space where I felt really good and really appreciative. So I do gratitude. I say 10 things you can do. If you can't really, if you're stuck on that, start with 3, 5, and just push it out to however many. And then I do affirmations where I completely say, not just how wonderful I am, but how great my life is, how great, that my son is healthy and happy, I affirm that. Anything, I mean, it can be anything where you just are, maybe it's your business, maybe you're starting a business and you're affirming that my business is a success. Customers love me. I have something now where I'm meeting investors for a feature film, well, a couple different things, but for a film project and a TV project I'm doing here. And so I'm affirming that investors are drawn to me magnetically. They trust me, and they know I'm going to do good business with them, and so they want to invest in my projects. So things like that, things that help me get charged up to the next day when I have to start making all these phone calls and doing the legwork to make this stuff happen, I can still feel energized about it. So that's two. So I do gratitude, what I'm grateful for, and it can be a hot shower. It can be the comfortable bed you slept in. It doesn't have to be some grandiose, noble thing. It can just be you're grateful that you have, clothes to choose from in the morning. You can be grateful that you had a hot meal today. You can be grateful for your pets because they make you laugh or feel good or what have you. It doesn't always have to be something tremendous, although the little things can also be tremendous. So I do gratitude, I do affirmations, and then I do what I call evidence of abundance. And this one frequently helps me really shift, especially if I'm feeling a little bit stuck, because I attempt to acknowledge and recognize those things that are already in my life that are clear demonstrations of abundance. And so, once again, the light is better if, it's coming in at me this way, but I don't want you to see my bed. But anyway, let's see if we can get some of these trees back here. Look at that. Do you see all of those trees? How many millions of leaves do you think there are just in this little bit that I can show you here, right? And look at those clouds. That's abundance, you guys. That's evidence of abundance. The skies are endless. That sea back there, that's the Atlantic Ocean, by the way, the blue, beneath the sea in the distance right there. How much water is there? That's evidence of abundance. And so when I'm writing out my list, I put things like that in. I put in these amazing, beautiful clouds that I watch drift by my balcony every day. When I wake up, okay, we'll show you this. So let me show you how, this is what I wake up to. So I have these French doors, they're fourfold, whatever. So I double them up. And I open up and I look at this every morning. And if that's not abundance, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. And while you may not be living in a place where you have a view like this, there's still something, I guarantee you, there's still something that you can feel, you can recognize as abundant. I know, it is the bomb diggity, no doubt. And so I make sure that every day I'm like, oh yes. And I will sit on my laptop's on my bed right now. I stopped from what I was doing to get up and sort of replay this video from the one that got blocked, because I feel like the message is that important, that it's not dependent upon music. I mean, I will say this, imagine if I had some music playing and I was dancing like I was earlier, because I was feeling all good and looking all cute, at least I thought I was looking cute, and that's important, that you feel good about yourself. Music, it changes everything, and so the video was fun because there was music in it, but whatever. The point is also that you have to decide that what you have in your current sphere, in your current space, in your current life is abundant, is worth saying thank you about, is worth acknowledging. And it doesn't mean that you have $1 million in the bank or, gas in your car necessarily. You might be like squeaking by to get to your next appointment on that little bit of gas you have left, but you have gas, you have a car. That's abundance. Your heart is beating independently. That is abundance, right? Do you feel me? Count the hairs on your head. If you're bald, count the hairs on somebody else's head. That's abundance. There's just, how many breaths can you take? As many as you've taken since you were born, right? And as many as you will take until you draw your last breath. That is abundance. And there's so much to recognize and as I said, to acknowledge. And these are the things that help you shift and feel good. And so this is about really helping you and me to remind myself what it takes and why it's so important to feel good. You don't have to have all the money in the world or the perfect house or a job that you love all the time. Sure, you want to strive for those things, but you can feel good right now, today, right where you are. It is a choice. It's a choice that you make, and it's something that you do actively. And these are the things I'm sharing with you that I do actively, daily, Sometimes I miss a day, but I really have found that when I do it on a daily basis, whether, I like the morning, but sometimes at night, it keeps me in that flow. And so I don't think it's accidental that I woke up this morning feeling like, wow, which made me want to put on some music and celebrate it even more and share that feeling with you. It's because last night, before I went to bed, I wrote out all these things that I was feeling good about. I told my friend to do the same thing, or that he should at least go to sleep thinking some positive thoughts, so that while he was asleep, his subconscious could begin to work on that stuff and bring him forth the things that he wants in his life. Okay? So this is what I'm calling my making lemonade video, because they squashed my first one, whatever, and that was a lemon, but I won't let that stop me. I still feel good. This is my lemonade for you guys. I hope you have a great day. I need to get back to work so I can get those investors who are magnetized to me to drop some millions of dollars so we can make this film. Okay, wish me luck. Send me love. If you're interested in investing in a film or TV series here in the DR, hit me up. Hit me up. I am the person you want to talk to for sure. Okay, thank you. You guys have a great day. Bye. And send me some vibes too on this content issue, this copyright claim. I mean, it's not like they're going to sue me, but I'm just saying I want them to release the video so you can see it.